Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna here. Sorry I have been gone for such a long time. I had some things going on that I really needed to take care of, but I'm so happy to be back. Again, if you are enjoying the channel and like the content, please subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. This is another community build that I am doing. This is a gym. This is a full force gym that has a range of different things that your Sims can do. I definitely wanted to do the basketball court. I mainly had the idea from my local YMCA. I really thought it was inspired by that. It doesn't look like the build. There's minor things here and there that I thought of as I was going through my head, and it's like, okay, how do I want my gym? And since I was inspired by my local YMCA, I was kind of thinking about that. They have a basketball court, they have a swimming pool, they have a sauna, they have a gym workout area. So those are the kinds of things I was thinking of when I did this build. And then they do have they actually have a big ballroom area. I put a little room on the side that I actually use for the yoga instructor, and there's a couple massage things, but it's not super big. It's a little crowded, so I didn't put a lot into that. So we're gonna do a second build. It's gonna be just a yoga instructor build, and so it's just gonna focus on relaxation and stuff like that. I did utilize the outside a little bit more than I actually expected. I visioned doing the build differently than how I actually did it. I went ahead and put 2 hot tubs outside because I wanted to actually embrace inside and outside. There's not a lot of gyms that you kind of embrace that. It's like when you're in there, you're just in a building, and sometimes people like doing things outside. So I put 2 hot tubs outside. I did put a little hangout area if people just want to hang out after the gym, or if they're hanging out before the gym. Not specifically a communal spot where you want to hang out all the time in the gym, but I did put a little nice area in the back there. And on one of the balconies, I did utilize it as a meditation spot outside of where they do yoga. I am a meditator, and usually I meditate after I do yoga or before I do yoga, so I thought that was a really nice addition to kind of add out in the balcony. You're outside getting some fresh air and getting some meditation on. So that's where the inspiration was for that kind of things that I do myself. But I was really proud of this build. I kind of did pull in some things that my mind had thought about the last couple months, that I've pretty much been in hiatus, which with everything going on between my health, and I am a teacher, and so working with trying to manage that. And on top of, like I said, my health has been really, really bad. There's days that I've been up for 24 hours, sometimes maybe 72 hours. So the last thing on my mind was trying to do any form of building or content creating, let alone trying to get my kids the schoolwork they need, and then also trying to work from home. And it's been really, really bad for me, and I'm hoping with this newfound direction that I've kind of put myself under, and now that I am back to making videos, that I can start balancing my entire life for the rest of the summer, because school is officially out, and I'm ready to get my life back in balance, just in case that we do have to start with e-learning online for school the start of next year. I want to be ready, that I am 100% prepared, because now I know what to expect after doing it for 2 months. And so when August comes around, I'm really hoping that I can actually be able to manage that, and my health will be a lot better. So as we're going into the build with everything, I know I kind of got a little off there, because I just wanted to tell you guys what I've been up to and what's been going on in my life, because I've been gone for so long. I'm not very good at basements. I don't do basements a lot, as I decided to make this pretty much like a 3-story build. I always count basements as a story, whether they want to count it as a story or not. It is in the basement, and sorry, my son came in, so we had to pause for a second. But like I was saying, I don't normally do basements, and I do count basements as a story, because it just makes more sense to me. But I don't have a lot of experience with basements because I don't know what it is with basements. I do not like making them. I feel like they're very plain and bland, but it's like you can build the same way underground as you can above ground, but for some reason I just don't have the like adaptability to do basements and make it interesting as I would on top. So I actually don't do basements a lot. I will go up before I go down into the basement, which, I mean, it's fine, but I did tell myself when you do this build, you're putting the pool and the main locker room in the basement. Now, since I've been doing community builds, I have been pretty adamant on using the outdoor items to really make it look like it's being like used. So I've always been using a lot of the cars. I use a lot of the build tools to make it look like there's parking spots. I've been very big on that to really make it look like, hey, there is action going on. There is occupations. What? There is things being occupied. Okay, that sounds better. Within the build. So that's why in the last few community builds, I've definitely had like a full parking lot. And also it kind of takes away having to do a lot of foliage and a lot of just around the grounds. It pretty much helps you diminish having to do that. Altogether, this build was about a 3-hour build. I know personally I had to stop a couple times to tend to the kids and kind of do things around the house. But it was roughly between 2.5, 3-hour build, which I like trying to keep my builds a little bit smaller like that because then editing is a lot easier. I don't have to cut away as much stuff when I'm doing this. And then on top of that, it just goes so much smoother when I can make a build, edit it, and get it posted all in the same day. I feel really proud of myself, which I'm probably going to keep it down to maybe 2 builds a week by doing 2 builds, edit 1 during that current week, and then I'll edit the other video the next week, and then that'll make for my second build as well. Because I think that's where I just got ahead of myself and kind of burnt out, really, because I was doing so many builds so many times, because when I get ideas, I just run with it and go, 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 and I think I just kind of burned myself out on it, which people that can do, a build every day, most of them are single and don't have kids. So, I mean, if you do, then more power to you. But it's just, it doesn't mentally work for me because I have a lot of other things that I'm trying to do on top of streaming, the kids, my own other businesses, and stuff like that. So, we're going to try and make things work. I know I will be also sharing my live streams that I do, which they will be cut down. They'll usually between 1 hour and 2 hours, and I cut them down with the good stuff so that you can kind of see what's going on in our live streams. I really don't like posting my full 2-hour live stream. I feel like that's a little ridiculous, but I mean, if you want to see the full hour to 2-hour stream, go over to Twitch and you can check out the vlog. It stays there for a couple of weeks, but here I'll only be clipping probably between like 10 to 20 minutes of the stream. I feel like that is more manageable than posting the whole 2-hour stream, and some people are just like, I don't want to watch the 2-hour stream. But I appreciate all you guys that have stuck around and been here and done everything. So this is where I was at when I was talking about I was building like an outside hangout spot with the hot tubs. It's not really something I've seen with the gym. At least the gyms around here, everything is indoors. There is really no outside. Our YMCA, it's also used as like a daycare. So they do have the gym and everything, and they have the outside play area. I didn't do any of that here because we don't have any form of daycares in this gym. And then they also have like a walking trail, a football field, and I think they have a soccer field. They might. And they have like a gazebo kind of area, which I do know they do yoga outside. So that was kind of like the meditation spot I made on the balcony. and this kind of played into that. So at least in my area, we don't really have anything like this to where you can go like around back or go outside and get in the hot tub and just, you know, hang out, sunbathe, kind of do those kind of things. Another relaxation spot for you, whether you're doing it before you go work out or doing it after you go work out. And I don't know why, but I put in 2 grills, and I was just kind of thinking, I don't know, maybe they're grilling out, I don't know, but I did keep them. So I mean, if you don't want the grills there, then take the grills out. It just looked weird not having some form of a grill for some reason. So I kind of made it like a little mini park, I guess. So if you don't want the grills, just go ahead and take them out. So I did put 2 bathrooms in the build, technically 1 big old locker room, and then a bigger size bathroom downstairs, and then upstairs, which I know the women's bathroom is bigger. It just happened that way. It is what it is. And so I made it to where there's like a shower upstairs. So, I mean, if you're there, then fantastic. It's right there. But then the big locker room is down in the basement. It's really weird that I like making bathrooms make it look like it's an actual like community bathroom. Is that weird to say or feel? It probably is. I'm really happy that I found this in the debug where you can actually have your yoga instructor, and I wasn't sure how it would work because I haven't used it yet. So if you go to the debug, make sure you have bb.live edit objects on and bb.show hidden objects on, and then when you go to the search, hit this asterisk 2 times and debug will pop up. And you'll actually find this mat that where if you put mats on top of it, a yoga instructor will do yoga classes like every 30 minutes. So this is going to be perfect for my yoga studio. I was wondering how it was going to work. I thought, you know, if I put it there, do I have to hire someone? But they automatically show up. They're already there. Because I know sometimes with the bar, you have to hire someone if you don't make it a specific lot. But with this, even when I made it a gym, it perfectly, the person shows up and it tells you, you know, they're going to be doing a yoga session in 30 minutes. Make sure you make it in time. Let them know that you're going. You have to be really quick because if you don't go very quickly, your yoga mat will get taken. So even if your sim has their own yoga mat, they use the mats, I guess, that are already there. And if the mats are taken, they won't do it. So when I make my yoga gym, I'm actually going to make it actually pretty large and put enough mats in the spot. But the one thing that you want to make sure you do is make sure it's an open spot, because I actually had to move the mats around in the final build. Because when I went to go test play it, I told her to go to the yoga session, and by the time she got there, all the mats were gone. But then she was standing by the yoga instructor, so when I told her just to go get on the rock wall, she wouldn't walk through them. She kept saying they were in the way. So I actually took 1 yoga mat and moved it, and then the guy just couldn't finish doing yoga, so she could actually walk through. Like, she will not walk through the people doing yoga. So that's one thing, you know, I don't like about The Sims, something that simple. And you can see the yoga mats aren't like atrociously huge things. They're yoga mats. They should be able to walk around their sim to get to a different location instead of just stand there or have to move things and blah, 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 blah. So when I do the yoga studio, it's definitely going to be a very spacious dance floor kind of ballroom area. So then I'll probably have like 2 instructors and then other things going on. So as we're back to the basement with the swimming pool, I personally redid it because I couldn't place the steps where I wanted to place them. So I had to remove everything, which I told myself when I do basements again or anything, go ahead and put the stairs in first and maneuver around the stairs. I always do that. I get going, I get so excited, and I start building, then I realize, oh crap, I forgot the stairs are kind of finicky and they'll only go where they think they should go, not where logically they should be able to go. So I did maneuver and alter a little bit more of the basement here. I am really proud of this locker room that I did. It is the things that I've never tackled before, but I know are capable. I played this game for a very long time and never realized I even had lockers. I don't know how I bypassed them. I don't know how I never knew I had them. Even when I went to the gym locations actually in game, for whatever reason, I didn't even know I had the lockers. And I just, one of these days, I'm gonna seriously just go through one by one and try to memorize where this stuff is, because even in debug, when I'm looking for items and I'm like, I know I saw that, where is it, it's kind of hard to find it. Sometimes you get lucky if you type in the exact word of what you're looking for, it pops up really well, but some things aren't named exactly what you think they would be named. One thing I really like when I do community builds, I love that they have doors for men and women. If that's an argument for yourself, whatever. But I mean, I feel like it just makes it a little bit more like realistic. There's a men area, there's a ladies area. There are builds that I don't do men and women, I just do a communal. But it's whatever your preference is. There's nothing wrong with it. I just like that they have the option for the door. And there was one time I was trying to send a woman through a men's bathroom, and I couldn't figure out why she wouldn't go. I'm like, go to the bathroom. And I forgot. I was like, oh. So I put a men's door on it. Men only. And so I think that's kind of cool that they have that option. If that's something you want to do, if you don't want to have a communal bathroom, I have a mixture of both. If you want to have a communal bathroom, then just change the door. But it's still nice to just have, there's 2 different locker rooms, so it seems a little bit more real and lifelike. That's one thing that I did want to suggest. A lot of people have a hard time doing clutter and trying to get things to look like realistic. What I do is I think about places that I go. In this situation, I went to the YMCA, which I've grown up at the YMCA, and I think about the gyms that I've gone to, like Anytime Fitness, and I think about the things that they have around, and I'm like, okay, now that we're cluttering, what are some things that a gym that I've ventured to has? And those are type of things that you want to think about when you're building. Even when you're building a home, if you don't physically clutter your house a lot, but you don't know how to, think about TV shows that you watch. How are their houses cluttered? Or if you're watching a show on decorating, how are they cluttering? How are they putting things together? Go to Google and look at pictures of, decorations or inside of any type of lot or whatever, and get ideas of what are going to be inside. Just these little things, even these dividers that I'm putting up between the punching bags and the basketball court. I could have kept that open, but for some reason I wanted some type of privacy, some type of break off, so it's not completely one open room. And so that's why I put up those little dividers right there. And also it made me logically think about, okay, if this was a real basketball court, and those balls went flying, someone's gonna get hit while they're trying to use the punching bag. So that barrier right there is actually gonna help out stopping the balls while people are over there, using the punching bag. Little things like that kind of make it a little bit more realistic for me, even though we know that's not gonna happen in The Sims, but it's just the visual aspect of it, and that's why I actually ended up really, really liking having those there. And then right now I'm currently looking for the peaceable carpet that you see in a lot of workout gyms, like the foam like flooring. I thought they had it as just a floor, but it's actually down as a carpet. I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, where is this floor at? I'm like, oh wait, duh, it's down as a carpet. So you may see those a lot in gyms or something. I honestly really do like those mats. My kids had some with their ABCs on them, so I mean you can get them in kids kind of like puzzle pieces, which they do have a puzzle piece flooring. But I mean, even in real life, I actually like those mats. So here is like the main workout area. This isn't exactly what I wanted, but after looking at like even the options that they have, I mean, you can only do so much. I wish the Sims would put like a weight bench that's not an all-in-one, but I wish they had separate pieces to do a weight bench, and you can line it with weights, and then you can have your bicycles, and then you can have your treadmill. So I wish there was more workout things. I love the rock wall, but there's not a lot of workout, gyms that have rock walls. My YMCA actually does have a rock wall, but I wish they had like the bicycles and the weight benches, and you can do different types of weights and stuff. So I wish that was one thing that they would add when they added the fitness pack, when all they did was added more expensive all-in-one workouts. So I thought that was kind of like, okay, you should have added more things. But we went ahead and named the build Fitness Palooza. I think I kind of just went with that name because of the hodgepodgery of different things that you can do in this gym. It's not just a weightlifting gym or just a dance studio gym. It does have a range of different things that you can do. If you want to go to the gym just to swim, if you want to join the gym just to use the sauna or use the basketball court, there are those different options. So that's why I threw that Palooza name in there. The front of it, this is what I mean about having the parking lot. I didn't have to do a lot of foliage, which, I mean, I don't mind doing foliage. I have gotten a lot more comfortable with placing plants and having a visual eye for it. But it was just one of those builds that I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to do a lot of plants because it's a gym. You want to make it visually appealing, but just enough to where you get the job done, if you know what I mean. So I'm actually more excited about the parking lot because even when I did the nightclub, like, I love that parking lot. If you haven't seen the nightclub build, please check that out. It'll be swinging up above here somewhere. I really loved, that was my first full parking lot, and I'm now that was my second parking lot because my first one was the apartment building I did for my Sim story. So that was my second parking lot, and this is my third parking lot, which the nightclub one was a lot bigger and had a little bit more to it, which I was inspired by a current nightclub that is in my hometown, is where I got the idea from that. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing a little bit more community builds. Let me know what are some builds that you would like to see. I know I still have an idea for doing a shopping center. I haven't fully pulled it down on like what shops I want to have in the shopping center. Like, I probably want to do like a dollar store, an appliance store, a clothing store. So they're gonna be smaller shops though. It's pretty much gonna be in like a horseshoe shape, and then I'm just gonna do probably like 6 shops around the horseshoe. But I'm trying to figure out how it would work. I'd probably just make it one big retail shop, and then put different retail counters in each store, and kind of see how that works. So fingers crossed. If that idea goes well. But put down in the comments if you have any ideas of what you would like to see in those shops, because I'll definitely have more than one, and trying to think of different mini shops that would go into a shopping plaza. I know we have a horseshoe area here, and that's where I got like some of the ideas of what to put in there. So now I'm just moving some things on the parking lot because the cars were too big, and then I forgot that I had to extend that wall out. So then I did a little trick to make it look like the cars was moving. This car was too big for what I wanted to do, and I knew it would not look right. So I ended up taking the orange car and kind of tried to make it look like it was turning into the spot, to the best of my ability, because I love making things look like they're actually in motion even when they're stationary. That's one thing that I really do like doing. It just gives it a little bit more dimension and feel to it than just everything just sitting there. So I used a smaller car to try and make it look like it's in the midst of turning in to go work out. Something that I need to do, but I haven't done very well. But yeah, I ended up putting this in Newcrest. I don't know why I chose Newcrest. I feel like I wanted to put it in Windenburg, but I didn't want to get rid of any of the builds. Like, I don't hate the Windenburg builds, but I'm not ready to get rid of them. I actually want to alter them rather than just get rid of them. So that'll be coming here soon. I'll probably try and do town by town to alter the builds, because I don't love them. The builds that they put in the game, I don't know who they put in charge of them, but they did not put any heart and soul into them, and we're going to redo the town builds. But this one is in Newcrest, which I think it's alright. Most of my builds do end up in Newcrest just because it's fresh and it's new. There's only been a couple builds that I've done in other worlds where I've either bulldozed or just did something on an empty lot. But I plan on redoing all the houses in every world, so I'm really excited to get forward to that. And then this is us back in the basement. I need to stop jumping around like this and just finish floor by floor, room by room, but I get so distracted, and so we're not going to go through and show you how I made the other side of the locker room. It's pretty much identical. I didn't know I had the sauna, so when I found the sauna, I was like, yeah, we're putting a sauna in here. This is what I mean by I have this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know I actually have it. I buy these packs for like one certain thing, and then I realize there's more that comes in it than I expected, and then I'm like, oh crap, wow, ooh, I didn't know I had that. So I'm pretty excited about that. To sauna, I don't know if I'm gonna put the sauna in the yoga instructor build. I feel like it would be there, but I don't know. I'm kind of undecided because I know I want to do, like I said, the yoga stuff and have a massage space. It's going to be more for like meditation purposes. So I mean, you could meditate in a sauna. It's just get really, really hot in there. But I mean, we'll kind of see what happens with that. The swimming pool, I, again, kind of had an idea along the lines of my YMCA, but I also had like a hotel stuck in my head. So it's like a mixture of how I pictured hotels I visited, but also how I pictured my YMCA that I used to go to all the time, where there is places around the pool that you can sit, you know, if your kids are in there swimming and you're not, or, you know, whatever, you still have places to sit and just hang out and watch them swim and kind of get out. So there is sitting areas around the pool. I don't know if those towel hooks and clothing hooks are usable. I've never used them before because I didn't know I had them. So I mean, if not, they're there for decoration because that's what is usually used for in building in The Sims, is a lot of decoration. I actually didn't go through and put up too much decorations in here. There's a few pictures. There's some, you know, some towels hanging around, some massage oils here and there. But I didn't do too much with pictures and stuff on here. But we're going to be getting close to the screenshots. Let me know down below what you think of this build. Again, you can download this build in the gallery. My origin ID is KReese3388. That's KREESE 3388. Please give it a thumbs up, heart in the gallery, and let me know if you download it and how you are using it. Again, subscribe to this video, thumbs up, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. I'm so happy to be back, guys. And I'm really excited to get back into the swing of things. And if you want to see me live, please catch me over on Twitch, LunaMarie33. Everything will be linked down below as well, different locations for you to contact me. And again, guys, you just keep simming. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.